Excuse me. Well, hello and welcome everybody. Randy Replay. Excuse me. Hold on. Let me try this again. Randy Replay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Randy Replay back at it again. Minnesota Vikings football online on the air. And, well, you guessed it, all across the SSN. The Minnesota Vikings have re-signed Javon Holland to a 5-year, $68 million deal. So if you like the strong safety that has been coming on here for this franchise in substitution for Harrison Smith, well, we got him for another 5 years. And then C.J. Ham has re-signed for 1 more year. It's supposedly going to be his last. And the Minnesota Vikings have got Danny Costanzo back from the practice squad purgatory. And he is now a Minnesota Viking again. He was drafted by Minnesota, went to the practice squad. Somebody signed him and released him this week. So Minnesota picked him back up. Hopefully he does not go missing once again. And as we get you back to the main screen here, border battle number 6, Minnesota and Green Bay. Green Bay welcomes in the 7-2 Minnesota Vikings. Sitting at 4-4 are the Packers, second in the division, tied for second with seemingly the rest of the division on a Sunday night in Lambeau. And as we do before every game, we're going to get you to the injury report. Minnesota's been banged up a couple weeks here. Ezra Cleveland sitting out his last game. Jalen Naylor 3 more weeks. And MJ Sherman, the rookie left outside linebacker that has really been getting a lot of snaps here, out 3 weeks with a foot fracture. As we take a look at these pesky Packers, hashtag must be nice, no injuries to speak of. Well, we got through the re-signings, we got through the injuries, kickoff right around the corner. Green Bay, Minnesota, border battle number 6 in this franchise. And a chance to sweep the Packers this season, I do believe. And kickoff is next. And for all intents and purposes, as good as you can have a night in Green Bay, that's good. It's a beautiful night here, weather-wise. There's T. Higgins, the rest of the Packers. You saw JJ and Will Levis just a little bit ago. As Old Glory flies, we welcome in the Minnesota Vikings, who were met with boos, of course, wearing their all-whites as they normally do. And then, of course, the hometown favorites, the Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers no more. He's got shipped out to Baltimore, and this is Will Levis's team. Sunday Night Football. Border battle number 6 in this franchise. This Green Bay defense gets after the ball. 10 picks on the year. Not allowing too much through the air. And Minnesota, that's all that they've been doing lately. 23 passing touchdowns, 3,800 yards. So this is going to be a battle through the air, on both sides of the ball. Really, Minnesota coming away with 6 picks last week against these gosh darn opponents. And my goodness, what a time to be a Vikings fan. They beat the Bears last week. A chance to go up in the division. They are now 3-game leaders. This to put us up by 4, depending on what the Bears do. We will watch that. Or depending on what the Bears did earlier today, we will watch that down there at the bottom. Boom, we are underway. Sunday Night Football, Lambeau Field. And it is a touchback. Of course, New York picking up a win earlier today. And out comes Will Levis and this Green Bay Packers offense. Of course, having a great season. 2,600 yards, 19 touchdowns, 12 picks so far in this one. So for Green Bay, what do? Levis is in the gun. Aaron Jones to his right. Waiting the snap, so let his arm slide. And it's a gift to Jones, who gets stumbled by Jordan Hicks. Gets blocked right into the blocker there. My goodness. And so it is now a 2nd down. Levis under center, gets the snap. He will throw it. Throws. It is caught by the tight end, and he'll go for a minimal Couple yard gainer. Hayden Hurst gave us problems last time, and now it's quickly 3rd and 10. Minnesota plays this off defense. Levis to throw. Levis throwing left side. Caught Jones. Pushed out of bounds by Andrew Booth Jr., and that will force an early punt by these Packers. The Pittsburgh Steelers putting together a great season. Oh, boy. Tyler Harrell. The fair catch called, and what a fair catch it was. He would have been lit up. And out comes Patrick Mahomes now in this Minnesota Vikings offense. Been up and down this season, 4,000 yards, 32 touchdowns, 27 picks, but as of late, Patrick has been good. Not great. Of course, they got the brothers Cook in the backfield. Mahomes from the gun. The snap corral. Looking, throwing. OBJ across the middle. It is a first down, Minnesota. Patrick Mahomes to Odell Beckman, as he's referred to. OBJ with a catch. Mahomes stomps his right foot from the gun. And Dalvin Cook will get his first carry, shedding a tackle, falling ahead for the first down. Letting everybody know it. Campbell on the stop. And not before Dalvin gets the first down for the Minnesota Vikings. I formation now comes out to play. Dalvin spinning out of a tackle. He'll get hit hard, but gets 5. And Mahomes will be out of the under center. Single back set. The snap is corralled. Quick throw middle for Njigba for the first down. So Patrick Mahomes 2 for 2, 20 yards to begin the game. Oh boy. Patrick back to the single set. I mean, oh boy, what a blitz by the Packers there. So the Packers get a great blitz play. This is 2nd and 7. Mahomes. It's a play action. Rolling. Throwing. Oh, it's picked off going for JJ to the right side. Dalvin will bring down, but it is another interception. Oh boy, thought he could get it to JJ, and it'll be Humphrey with the pick. JJ just needs to undercut that route. Levis from the gun again. Big throw right side, and it's caught. It is caught. T. Higgins, and it's a touchdown, Packers. And Chidobe Awuzie will give up the coverage. Touchdown, Green Bay. Oh my heavens. Just got to the outside, my goodness. So T. Higgins will score for Green Bay, and Minnesota goes down 7-0 pending the kick, which is good. Mahomes from the gun. As a man, it's JJ. We get a gritty down in Green Bay City. And you got to put somebody else on JJ, as we found out in this franchise. Oh boy. Oh boy. So JJ will score. Touchdown, Minnesota. This to tie the game up. The wind, a staggering right to left 7-mile-an-hour breeze. Kick is away. It's good. And of course, the worst team from last season, the Pittsburgh Steelers, finding a way to turn it around. Levis to throw. Levis. Oh, Danielle Hunter gets his sack. And Danielle Hunter will put Levis in the dirt. Hits his little dance, and my goodness, that is a sack for the Minnesota Vikings. Big loss, and should force, obvious hold there, should force a Green Bay punt. So the Packers getting away with a hold. Caleb Evans, the rush man. There's the punt, Tyler Harrell. Another fair catch. What a decision. He would have been blown up, and Tyler Harrell making the good choices. Minnesota gets the ball back. Now Mahomes from the gun. The snap is corralled. Looking. Throwing. Tipped up in the air, and it's picked off. What in the world? What in the world was that all about? In Jigba, uh-oh, Patrick Mahomes is down. Patrick Mahomes took a shot and Mahomes is down. Oh no, Mahomes leaving the field after his second pick. We hope he's okay. Kirk Cousins will come in now. Oh boy, what a turn of events here. But now Minnesota, you got a modus operandi here. Levis from the gun, give to Jones. Jaquelin Roy and Holland and Kendricks will team up, bring him down. We'll get you all information in regards to Mahomes' injury. Now Levis out of the pistol. Levis throwing. Jones is blown up. And it's an ab tear. He will be not able to come back for this game, so it's Kirk Cousins the rest of the way. Ab tear for Patrick Mahomes. 4-3 defense for the Vikings coming out to play. Another I formation. It is a play fake. And Kendricks just stopped on the route. It is a touchdown to Mr. Asterix. Yes, part of the Asterix family that has seemingly taken over the NFL. And Kendricks just stopped on the route. Otherwise, that would have been a pick. This to make it 14-7. Kick is away. It is good. 14-7 Green Bay at home. So Patrick Mahomes injured. Kirk Cousins will step in here. He looks fired up. He's been good in relief of Mahomes. He's got to wonder how much Kirk has and how long Mahomes is going to be out for. And so here we go. Cousins from the gun. Give Dalvin. Big stiff arm. He'll turn nothing into a 2-yard gainer. Now with Cousins, you have to realize here, he has not started for this team in quite some time. It's been a year or two out of sync here. So either way, Cousins from the gun. Snap corral. Blitz is on. Throws. Caught TJ Hawkinson. Not able to do much with it. No gain, and that'll bring up third down. So, oh boy. Oh boy. We do believe that's going to happen a lot with Cousins here today. Cousins. It's the snap. Throws. It's caught by Njigba. So Njigba comes back for the ball. That'll be a first down, Minnesota. Silencing the crowd here in Green Bay. Another Dalvin run. Sheds a tackle, but runs into Cody Mock's rear end. That'll bring up 2nd and 6. So Kirk Cousins, who would have thought he would be playing here today? Quick throw. Njigba first down. Right side. And my goodness, if you have that on your bingo card for this season, Mahomes going down, I'd say you're crazy. I formation for Cousins. Swing pass. CJ Ham sheds a tackle, then brought down after a 3-yard gainer. And it's the little dink and dunks here near the end of the first quarter for the Vikings. Cousins from the gun. Give is to Dalvin. Sheds a tackle. Spins out of another, and goes down after first down yardage. 9 carries, 40 yards for Dalvin as he wears the football as a bracelet. Now, Minnesota, you don't have to run a play here. Cousins will wave Njigba right to left. Cousins has been practicing for this moment. Cousins, snap corral, given to Dalvin. Sheds another tackle, takes a big shot. He'll fall down. An OBJ non-contact injury. He'll go down. So Minnesota littered with injuries. Now 2 starters are down here today. Odell Beckham, or Odell Beckham, we'll give him some claps. He leaves the field, stops the clock though. 2nd and 6 now, Minnesota. Cousins to JJ, up the middle, first down, Minnesota. That is the end of the first quarter. It's 14-7, but Minnesota is threatening. The end of 1, 14-7 is your score. Hello and welcome back. The second quarter starts with the I formation. The snap, give to Dalvin. Dalvin looking for room. He will find some, turning to seemingly nothing. And for OBJ, it's muscle cramps. The Minnesota Vikings have no choice. They have to play OBJ. So OBJ will return soon. So muscle cramps for the 10-year veteran out of Bowling Forest Green. Cousins from the gun, gets the snap, throws it up for JJ, back of the end zone, toe tap and touchdown. We get another gritty down in Green Bay City. Or Cheddarhead City, whatever you want to call it. And JJ and Kirk. Captain Kirk of the JJ Jets. And what a ball by Kirk Cousins. Oh, perfectly placed. There's the toe tapper. 1-2 foot drag. It's in. Already been confirmed on the field. This to tie the game up at 14-all. Minnesota. Snap spot kick. It's good. Levis from the gun. Snap is corralled. Looking. Levis, big throw down the middle. Incomplete out of the back of the end zone. Got a big field goal opportunity, Minnesota. Not going in. It's a 56-yarder right hash. Snap spot kick. It is no good. Missed it. What? It's good? It looked like Will Lutz pulled it. It barely just went in left side. Oh, boy. Cousins under center. It's a play action. Got a man wide open left side. It's JJ down near the 20. And for Kirk Cousins, 8 for 8, 94 yards and 1 touchdown. And his favorite target, JJ. Another completion. Threw it a little further than he wanted, but that's okay. That is A-okay. We'll take that any day. Either way, Kirk Cousins from the gun. Snaps corral. Throws middle. Caught JJ. JJ steaming for the end zone. He'll get inside the 5 to the 3. And here we go again. Mahomes, if you're just tuning in, Mahomes was injured. Abdominal tear, expected to miss multiple weeks. Cousins from the gun gets the snap. Looking. Back of the end zone for OBJ, and it's picked. OBJ had to turn into a defender. Humphreys with his second pick of the quarter. Half, rather. Or was he going for Njigba and overthrew it? Either way, Odell, the only guy in the area, and my heavens. Cousins surveys the defense. Gets the snap. Shotgun. Give to Dalvin. Dalvin, great blocking left side. Dalvin's loose left. Oh, breaks ankles and almost breaks another tackle on his way to 106 yards in this one. Dalvin Cook. Proving why he is the number one running back in the NFL. I mean, Bijan might have him in yardage, but holy smokes. Cousins under center. The snaps corral. Looking. Throwing middle for JJ. It's another completion for JJ. And Captain Kirk throwing it to the Jets. That being Justin Jefferson. And my goodness, what a tandem these two are. Wide receiver. Quarterback. Jefferson man in motion right to left. I formation for Minnesota. Doubled up is Jefferson. Give to Dalvin. Spins out of a tackle. Carries another for a yard, and he gets up to the 3. So Dalvin Cook. Now another I formation play. Similar formation. No JJ on this one. Cousins. It's a quick throw. Wide open CJ Ham, and he will sit down, lay down in the end zone. Tyree Wilson goes down, but it is a touchdown for Minnesota. The rookie Tyree Wilson goes down. Here's the kick. 21-17 Minnesota lead. Pistol formation for Levis. Snap corral. Levis flushed. Levis. Danielle Hunter not able to get Levis. Big throw. It's going to be a catch. Hayden Hurst. My heavens. What the hell is going on here today? 3rd and goal now. 4-3 defense for Minnesota coming out to play. Levis in the gun. Snaps corral. Looking. Levis flushed. Levis throws, batted away. DJ Wanham on the hit. Incomplete, and it's 4th and goal. So they'll go for the field goal. Bring this thing within 1. The snap spot kick. Oh, it is good. 21-20. So 34 seconds, 33 seconds and counting left. Cousins from the gun. Gets the snap with blocking. It's a screen to Dalvin. Down to the 5. Minnesota will take its first timeout. It does not. It says 2-minute warning, but we promise it was a timeout. We promise it was a timeout. We all saw Kevin O'Connell signal for the timeout, and Minnesota will take it here. First and goal from the 5. Cousins from the gun. Surveys the defense. Tries to get him to jump. That won't work because he's... Another setup screen. Dalvin nowhere to go. Spins out of a tackle. Dalvin comes angling towards the end zone. He will not get it. And the second of 3 timeouts being taken here by Minnesota. Good play scheme, but just a better defense by... I hate to say it, better defense by these Packers. Cousins now from the gun. Throws it up for OBJ. It's tipped. Oh, no. So it's tipped, and now what do you do? 3rd and goal. So 3rd and goal. Here we are. Cousins. A snap corral. Throws. Picked off in the end zone again. No way. And Eric Stokes gets the better of JJ. Oh, boy. So another pick for Cousins, his 2nd of the quarter. Levis from the gun. Minnesota playing off. 10 seconds remain. Danielle Hunter will just throw down Aaron Jones. That should just about do it. Good thing is Minnesota will get the ball back here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And that is the end of the first half. Minnesota up 1. It should be up 8, but oh boy. And like we normally do, we'll take you around the NFL. Other action today. In New Orleans, the Tampa Bay Bucks will take care of the Aints. Now fall to 7-2. Bucks are now 4-6. In Washington, it was the Giants victorious, 13-10. And poor Commanders, 2-8. Other action, the Bears beat the Jaguars, who now fall to 0-10 on the year. Patriots handily, well, not handily, they take care of the 49ers in what was a close one by, are not Kirk's fault. Yeah, he has a couple picks, but my heavens, these guys need to catch some balls here. Cousins from the gun, gets the snap, quick throw. And dropped again by Dalvin. He goes back to him, incomplete. And that will force a punt by Ryan Wright. Big man punter doesn't want to be here, I guess. Declined all re-sign offers. Greedy Williams causes a fumble, and Greedy Williams gets greedy here for Minnesota. Oh, Nelly Greedy Williams. Touchdown Vikings. No fair catch signal, and maybe he should have. Greedy Williams. Oh my heavens, what a shot. Just to make it 28-0. Kick is away is good, so the special teamers getting involved here. Greedy Williams. This will be where the Packers take over third quarter. From the 25, big throw across the middle. It's picked off Lewis Seen and what the kids would call a 5% user. Lewis Seen angling back towards in between the hash marks. He will get it down near the 30. Will officially return back to the 33. Lewis Seen, I do believe his second pick of the year. And what a big throw by Will Levi's jeans, just undercut it. And that was little Mahomes tendency there, not floating the ball over these defenders. And now Kirk Cousins will come back out. So here we go. Cousins throws it for JJ, and it's picked off again. Oh my heavens, Eric Stokes has JJ's number today. Oh my heavens. He holds the inside, but he gives it up there at the end. JJ, you gotta not give up that inside coverage. Minnesota calls a timeout. It is a pick. And despite being down in the end zone, it will be at the 1 yard line. So Minnesota showing blitz. High formation. It's a give. Jones caught in the backfield, and it's a safety. John Runyon will go down, but it is a safety for the Vikings, the second in this franchise. Oh my heavens. So John Runyon, he is a good player. We will give him 2 claps. John Runyon leaves the field, and Minnesota gets a safety. Now with the punt, Tyler Harrell. Oh, okay. I thought he was going to let it go out of bounds, but he gets it. Oh, obviously he knows more than we. In 2nd and 8 now. Cousins. Weird snap is corralled. Looking. Throwing high point for TJ. Holds on. Spins out of a tackle. TJ Hawkinson down near the 30. My goodness. And that is what happens when you go get yourself a Hawk. Cousins. High point. TJ holds on, spins, and he will get the first down and then some. Cousins. High formation. Dalvin in the backfield. Snaps corralled. Swing pass to CJ. Trying to get to the pylon. CJ will go down near the 1. Cousins calls for a no huddle. Changing the play. At the line is Cousins. Oh, Cousins will go down before he can throw it. 3rd and goal now. Oh, 3rd and goal. Cousins in the lone set. Snap corral. Throws. Caught and held onto this time. Dalvin. And it's a touchdown before Minnesota. There's Dalvin's receiving touchdown. Minnesota about to go up 3 scores. Oof, pending the kick because of that weird safety. Greg Joseph to put him up 3. It's good. Levis, weird snap is corralled. Minnesota sends pressure, big throw. And it's picked off Chidobe Awuzie in what the kids would call a 15% user. And my goodness, Chidobe Awuzie, going Super Saiyan here on the Packers. We're trotting out Greg Joseph for a 30-yarder. Right hash. Put him up by 20. Kick is away. It's good. 40-20 now. Minnesota leads in the 3rd quarter late. Oh boy. I mean, we can joke about the Packers all we want. We can say that they're a bad organization, but you can't really beat this stadium as Levis throws incomplete right side. This stadium is very, very beautiful. For me to poop on. Ha 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 ha. Lambeau Field playing host to another Packers loss. Levis from the pistol gets the snap. Looking, throwing, right side, caught. Higgins, he'll go out of bounds near the 50. T. Higgins 1st and goal now for the Packtown ladies. We sing this song, Doodar Doodar. Levis from the gun, empty set. It's the snap. It's... Whoa! Whoa! Jordan Hicks had a chance for a pick and he didn't take it. After the Jordan Hicks blunder, get another opportunity. Levis from the gun. Looking. Levis flushed. Levis goes down. Harrison Phillips with the sack. I do believe Hunter will split. Either way, it is a sack, and now Minnesota Big 3rd and goal. That is the end of 3. So 4th quarter upcoming. Minnesota with the big lead, 20 points. Green Bay looking to cut it here at the beginning of the 4th quarter. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Green Bay needs a miracle. Levis under center. Minnesota playing everybody back near the goal line. It's a run with Jones up the middle, down to the 8. Andre Quarter. And they're going to go for it. No surprise here. They are going to go for it. Minnesota drops. Danielle Hunter in coverage right side. Levis looking to throw. Levis throwing. It's caught. Oh my heavens. It's caught by Marvin Harrison. Triple covered and he still came down with it. My goodness. Andre Carter almost got there. Oh, double covered either way. What a catch by the rookie Marvin Harrison Jr. Not going to say junior on his jersey, but it's Marvin Harrison's kid. This to make it 27-40, 40-27, whatever you want to say. It's good. And Minnesota's flabbergasted. Cousins under center. Gets the snap. Throws. It's caught. JJ. JJ's free. JJ. Gritty. He jumps over the goal line. And we get a 3rd gritty down in Green Bay City. My goodness. Now Minnesota doesn't have a 3rd string quarterback, so Kirk Cousins and again Eric Stokes staying with JJ for the most part today. Excuse me. Look at that shot by the Randy Replays replay drone. Yeah, boy. This to put him up by 20 yet again. Snap spot kick. It is good. So you got a guy in Kirk Cousins. Here's a guy that's not as accurate on those outside throws as Patrick Mahomes, but he gets the job done. Levis from the empty set. Obvious passing situation for the Packtown ladies. Gets the snap. Looking. Flushed. Throws. And Awuzie will back off, allowing T. Higgins to get the touchdown. Oh, boy. And he's running in place to signify the cheese. And Awuzie just backs off of him. And so a weird display of events. I don't know. Either way. Kick his way, it's good. Oh boy, now only down 13. Cousins from the gun, snap Corral. Looking. Throwing. It's picked. Going for Jackson Smith and Jigba. Adrian Amos on the pick. Eric Kendricks. Levis from the gun. The snap corralled. Levis. Flushed. Throws. What in the world? T. Higgins again. Big hit. Lewisine holds on to the ball, but my goodness, what in the world is going on with this Vikings defense now? T. Higgins with another catch. In Minnesota, thwarting their opportunities here. Levis from the gun. Throw middle. Big hit fumble. There's Eric Kendricks. He's been looking for that all game. Jordan Hicks with the recovery. He'll hold on to the ball and go down to the ground at the 26. And my goodness, we finally get a turnover, and the rookie coughs the ball up. Marvin Harrison. That zone coverage, big hit. And we get the ball back for the good guys. Minnesota could bring this thing under 4 minutes with a first down here. And it goes to Cook. I do believe he got it. Stretched the ball, did not get it. James Cook did not get it. Minnesota keeping the offense out there. Plus territory. Tries to get him to jump, does Kirk Cousins. Tries again. Will they snap the ball? One more time and Ty Chandler will move. Oh boy. So Ty Chandler gets the false start call and Ryan right into punt. Gotta believe they weren't going to snap the ball. The whole offense knows the snap count. Don't move until that snap count hits. I don't understand. Either way. Fair catch called, and apparently Greedy Williams ready for another fumble hit. He had one earlier in today's game. So 47-34, here we go. Big play for the Vikings defensively. We need another stop. Levis looks, throws big down the field. And Awuzie will get the pick. His second of the game on what the kids would call a 5% user. And Awuzie brings it all the way back, plus territory to the 42. My heavens. Awuzie gets the underneath coverage on rookie Marvin Harrison and says, hey, I got your number. Looking like Aaron Rodgers with this big throw. Will Levis has the arm. Oh, boy. Hey, I got your number. Minnesota, you don't have to run a play before the 2-minute warning. And it will hit. So, 2-minute warning here in Lambeau. So here we are, 2 minutes to go in the game, 2nd and 10, Minnesota up 13. James Cook with the carry. Oh, he gets shoestrung by his bootstraps. And here we go, a big third down now. One would say the biggest of the game. Now, if I were Minnesota, and I'm not, you just run this thing out, you get Greg Joseph another field goal, you take your points, and yeah, they'll call a timeout. They'll stop the clock, but your defense has been playing stellar. There's just trying to get it back into the middle of the field before a 46-yard attempt. Greg Joseph dead center. Here's the kick. Sneaks into the right side. It is good. Minnesota 50 now. To 34. We'll put something in this cheese curds. Oh boy, Will Levis comes back out here. Minnesota changing the play at the line defensively. Levis from the gun. Snap is corralled. Looking left, throwing right, getting the catch. Is the rookie. He puts the ball on the ground again, and Eric Kendricks will force his second fumble of the quarter, and that will do it. Daniil Hunter with the recovery, and my goodness, you got to feel for these Packers. Sorry, I couldn't do it. Border battle number 6, pending any weirdness, will go the way of the Minnesota Vikings. James Cook up the middle, no yards. Okay, we'll give him 2, I guess. Didn't look like a yard was gained. Now Kirk Cousins from the gun. Give us to Cook. Cook doubling up. He will get the first down. And the Packers cannot stop the clock anymore. Just watching this thing go. And talk like, what's the point? I mean, you got the game in the bag. Just get this thing away from here. And you get out of the win. You fry some cheese curds here. Sunday Night Football. James Cook up the middle. That will just about do it. Minnesota, you got to run one more play either way. You can walk out of here victorious. 50-34. Border battle number 6. 20 seconds away from going the way of the purple. 2nd and 8. Give to James Cook. Ty Chandler, rather. And here we go. The countdown is on. Minnesota will win this game. In 3, 2, 1. There you go. Being a little overzealous with the brew is Randy, but Minnesota Vikings have come to Green Bay and fried up some cheese curds. There's the offense and the defense meeting midfield. 50-34, your Minnesota Vikings pull out a victory. Border battle number 6 goes the way of the purple, and we have swept the Packers this season. Oh, Nelly. So we'll get you into these player stats. It's always good to beat the Packers, but this one came with a loss. And we'll get into that here in just a minute. Kirk Cousins, 95.8 QB rating. He was 29 to 39. That's 74% completion percentage. For those of you that did not know how to do math or simply didn't look over here. 348 yards for Kirk, 4 touchdowns, 4 picks. But Patrick Mahomes left the game with an injury. 98.3 QB rating for P-Matt. 7 for 9 before leaving, 74 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. Oh boy. In the rushing game, Dalvin Cook, 32 carries, 195. James Cook, 12 for 48. 3 for 18 for Ty Chandler. Odell Beckham, 1 for 5 off the pesky end round. And JJ, 1 for 1. No touchdowns running here today. It all belonged to receiving, and it all belonged to Justin Jefferson, Dalvin Cook, and CJ Ham. JJ, 10 catches, 205, and 3 touchdowns. Jackson Smith and Jigba, 6 for 57. Dalvin Cook, 6 for 43 and a touchdown. OBJ, 5 for 54. CJ Ham, 4 for 18. TJ, the Hawk Hawkinson, 4 for 39. Jelani Woods, 1 for 6. Nobody, and we mean nobody cares about blocking. Gonna go to defense and look at total tackles. And it's Eric Kendricks leading the way with 14. Oh my heavens. Excuse me. My goodness. Jordan Hicks with 8. Danielle Hunter with 7. Javon Holland, Andrew Booth with 6. Chidobe Awuzie with 5. Chestnut. Darian Chestnut. Andre Carter Lewisine with 4. DJ Wanham with 3. Phillips and Evans with 2. Tackles for loss, we had a bunch. 5 for Danielle Hunter. 3 for Eric Kendricks. Phillips, Holland, Hicks each had 1. Sacks, we got back there twice today. Danielle Hunter, 1.5. Harrison Phillips picked up the other half. Interceptions, 2 by Chidobe Awuzie. Oh my heavens. Lewisine also had 1 on the, what did we call it, 35% user? Who knows? Pass deflections, we had 5, 4 of them by Chidobe. 1 by Wanham. 2 forced fumbles. Excuse me, my goodness, by Eric Kendricks. 1 by Greedy Williams. Picked up by Mohamed Ibrahim, Danielle Hunter, and Jordan Hicks. No block kicks, 1 safety by Javon Holland, and no defensive touchdowns for your Minnesota Vikings in this one. Greg Joseph, 2 for 2 on field goals for a longest of 46. 6 for 6 on extra points. Ryan Wright, 2 punts, 92, netting 91, 1 of them inside the 20. Kick returns, Tyler Harrell, 5 for 109, longest of 42, his longest of the career and of this franchise. And then no punt returns by Tyler Harrell. All of them were fair caught, so oh boy. We will get you back to the main screen here. We will preview next week, and we'll see how long Patrick Mahomes will be out on this already banged up Minnesota Vikings team, and how long we have to be led by Kirk Cousins. Oh boy. The preceding presentation was a presentation of the NFL on the SSN. Any rebroadcast, redistribution, or reusage of said broadcast is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of the NFL, the SSN, or any of its subsidiaries. This has been Randy Replay. I will see you in just a minute. Well, everybody, hello and welcome back. Not to the main screen just yet, but to the injury report. Patrick Mahomes suffered an ab tear in the first quarter of this game, and he will be out, as you can see here, for 5 weeks, effectively putting him out until week 16 or 17. I mean, at a time at the end of the season, if you have the NFC North locked up and you want to rest your starters, I would rest him until the playoffs. I would not bring Patrick Mahomes back, especially if you lock up the number 1 seed with Kirk Cousins. We've seen flashes. The 4 picks today is concerning, but when he's on, he is on. So what do you do with P-Matt? What do you do with Pat P. Mahomes? Either way, 5 weeks effectively putting him out until week 16 or 17, depending on what the team wants to do. Obviously, you got to take a look at this roster. You have an aging veteran at quarterback. Do you release somebody and bring in another quarterback to back up Kirk Cousins? What do you do? Either way, Minnesota has a decision to make there, and what an injured laden season for the Vikings here today. This season, my goodness. And hello and welcome back to the main screen. So with the news that Patrick Mahomes is out until at least after the bye week, Minnesota has hit an easy schedule here. The 0-9 Jacksonville Jaguars come to US Bank Stadium, and the next three opponents' records combined is 6-21 as it sits right now in Week 11. So the 0-9, not the 0-10 Jacksonville Jaguars, we forgot they had their bye week, face the 8-2 Minnesota Vikings without Patrick Mahomes. The Green Bay Packers fall to the basement of the division, tied with the Lions, and the Bears are keeping pace. They're at 5-4, so Minnesota needs to keep on winning. If we take a look at the NFC standings, Minnesota is now the first team in the conference at 8-2, overtaking the Niners, Giants, and Aints. Oh my. So there you have it. Minnesota on a 4-game win streak. Giants putting together a 6-game win streak, and then the win streak put together by the 49ers has been broken, and they will fall 1 game back of your Minnesota Vikings. In the AFC coming down the stretch, the Chiefs just won't go away from the Ravens. Both teams have 8 wins, just Chiefs have 1 more loss than the Baltimore Ravens, keeping first place in the AFC. Well, here we go. You get an easy part of the schedule, then you get a bye week. As we look ahead for the Minnesota Vikings to round out the year and round out this broadcast. Wrong one. Production booth. There we go. Take a look at the rest of the way. So we get the Jaguars, the Texans, the Eagles. Then we get our bye week. Then we have the surging Rams, who are on a 3-game win streak. And then it's Bears and Lions. And we end it in Buffalo. So we have a chance to maybe wrap up the division prior to the bye week if we can win a couple games and the Bears lose. We'll see. Either way, that is the rest of the way here. The playoff bracket will become available just prior to the bye week. And, Minnesota wins. 2nd consecutive game, 50-34 against the Green Bay Packers. This has been Randy Replay. I will see you. See you in the next one.